there guys, and welcome back to Sleeping Dogs. In the last episode we completed up the rest of the favors in North Point, and right now we have no more favors on the map. So on this episode we're going to start something new. We're going to be taking care of the drug busts all around the cities, because since we have access to every drug bust now, you get these drug busts as soon as you do the main story mission, Pop Star Lead 1 or Lead 2, I can't remember. I think it's Lead 2. So once you get the Pop Star Lead 2 mission complete, drug busts will appear on your map, and they are represented by these light blue badges. So we're going to take care of all the drug busts in North Point and then work our way to Central, Kennedy Town, and Aberdeen. So we're going to start off with the drug bust at the Ling courts. Now, it's highly recommended to get some clothing on that either upgrades your melee damage or your police experience. Now, if you want to know which one's better, I would, depending on your face level, if you're only at face level 2, I would go with the melee plus 10% outfit, and that is the thug outfit. This is going to help you out because at each different location for the drug bust, you're going to have to take out a bunch of thugs, and as you make your way to different cities, the number of thugs you have to take out increases. Before you know it, you're going to have to take out 20 different guys at once. So it's really going to help you out to get some melee damage onto your character. Again, that is the thug clothing set. If you want to maximize your profits, then I would go with the police bonus set, because not only do you get face experience by completing a drug bust, but you also get police experience. So you get face and police experience for completing a drug bust. And if you have something that increases your face experience and police experience, you'll maximize your profits from these drug busts. However, I find that using the melee upgrade, the melee plus 10% upgrade, is a lot better because it helps you take out the thugs, which are going to be a real problem when you get into like Kennedy Town and Aberdeen. So we're going to start off at the drug bust Ling courts, which is at the south of North Point. And by doing this, you will, if you do it as early as possible, then you're going to maximize your benefits, because you'll have a very high cop level and face level early in the game, allowing you to have access to more clothing and skills that are very helpful during the main storyline missions. That goes for everything, like collecting the jade statues. If you guys haven't, oh yeah, this is one last tip before we start the drug bust. To make this go a lot easier, you should definitely search and find all of the health shrines on the minimap and all of the jade statues. Now you can only find 8 out of 11 jade statues for right now, but by doing this, not only will you have 100% more total health, bringing your total health up to 200%, which means that the thugs you have to defeat will have to hit you a lot more in order to kill you, but the melee upgrades, which are given to you by returning jade statues to the martial arts school, you learn new combos. So that's really going to make your time during these drug busts a lot easier. If you haven't found any jade statues or hell shrines, I would highly suggest to do that now. You can look back in my walkthrough. I believe the hell shrines start off on like part 12 of this walkthrough. So go back and definitely check up on those. It explains how to get them to appear on your minimap and everything. So yeah, because if you don't have any hell shrines or jade statues, it's really going to be difficult to complete some of these drug busts. It's possible, but it's going to be very, very hard. So with that taken care of, let's go ahead and pull up at the first drug bust in North Point. Alright, so it's the same for every drug bust. You're going to have to pull up at the spot, eliminate the thugs, hack the security camera, and then head back to your safe house in order to bust the supplier. So these guys immediately come at you with weapons, which is why if you don't have that health upgrade, it's going to be very hard. So pretty much what they're going to do is they're just going to keep sending thugs at you until you have cleared them out. On the left hand side of the screen you will see how many thugs remaining you have to clear out. So they're going to start sending them out at you once you have cleared out all of the thugs at the initial site. Three more thugs remaining. Now if they don't automatically start rushing you, you might have to find them. They're represented by the blue people icons on your mini-map. And this is the last one. And there they go. The nearby thugs have been defeated. You are rewarded with face experience and 2,000 Hong Kong dollars. Now the next step for the drug bust, you can see your objectives on the left hand side, is to hack the camera. So you're going to want to look for a security console like this. It's glowing with a green dot. And an easy way to find this is if you can spot the camera, there will be a red cord coming from the back of the camera. And I can't find the camera right now, so yeah, it's no big deal. But as you can see, it's kind of hard to see because of this wall blends in with it, but coming out of the bottom of this console is a red wire. If you spot the camera before the console, because sometimes the consoles are going to be hitting, all you got to do is trace that cord coming from the camera and it will lead you to the console. So once you find the console, you walk up and press Y to hack it. Now the routine is going to be the same for each and every drug bust. You always pull up at the spot, clear out the thugs, hack the security cameras, and then go back to your safe house in order to use the security camera. So for those of you having trouble hacking, I'll quickly give you a tutorial on how to make your hacking a lot easier. You have to enter 4 unique digits in order to crack the code on the security camera. Now to do this, it's highly recommended to start out using the numbers 9876, and then above the numbers you punched in, you will see the numbers again slightly above where you punched them in. Now as you can see, 3 of the numbers have a red square over them. That means that neither of them numbers are correct. But if you look at the 9 on the left hand side, it has a orange circle. That means it's the correct number, but it's not in the correct spot. So try moving it around. So after you've used the numbers 9876, you're going to want to go even lower. 5, 4, 3. Okay, so the 9 and the 4 are correct numbers, but they're not in the right spots. So let's try to flip them around. Okay, so the 2 and the 4 are in the correct spots. You'll know that the numbers are in the correct spots whenever they are green. So now this is easy. All you have to do is switch around the 9 and the 1 because they have an orange circle around them. So switch around the 9 and the 1 and boom, access granted. That's easy hacking. I know it kind of sounds confusing right now, but once you get it down pat, it'll be a lot easier. Just remember, always start off with either 0, 1, 2, 3 or 9, 8, 7, 6 and work your way lower or higher depending on where you started out at. So once you have the security cameras hacked, you're going to want to head back to your safe house. Now as you can see, your safe house is blue and it says drug bust, use a surveillance camera. That's because that is where you go in order to complete the drug bust. So once you have the thugs eliminated and the camera hacked, you're going to head back to your safe house in order to finish the drug bust. Alright, so now once you enter your apartment, walk up to your TV in order to use the surveillance system. Now we are in North Point, so select North Point, and depending on how many cameras you have, you're going to have to select the one that says Triad Activity flashing in the bottom left. So once you have identified the correct security camera, now you're going to get an overview of what's happening at the drug site. Now you need to identify the supplier and have him arrested. You can do this by simply watching the guys for a minute, and then after watching them for a minute, a shield will pop up over top of the supplier's head. Simply click A once the shield has identified the supplier, and the cops will move in to arrest him. Upon the supplier's arrest, the drug bust will be completed, and you will gain police experience. So as you can see, you get great cop experience, and that allows us to reach cop level 2. We can now go to the upgrades. Also, you get $10,000 for this drug bust. It's an excellent way to earn face experience, cop experience, and money. So with that taken care of, that's going to conclude this episode. And now that you guys know how to do the drug bust, we're going to continue on the next episode with the next drug bust until we have them all eliminated. So I'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Sleeping Dogs.